Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on there for a second. I had to reset my entire Reddit for that. That was weird. But I mean, at this point, like, I'm expecting like some like stream tech issues happening like every single month at this point. Every single time. I don't know why. I don't want it to be, but I have to kind of like, I guess, expect the worst. At least it's back though. I hope it stays back. If it doesn't stay back, I'm gonna go insane. So, welcome in again, everyone. You all got in a second clock in. You're cheating the system. I'm aware. I see you guys. I see you guys. Unfortunately, since like, there's probably people who like clicked out and then like, didn't know that the thing came back. I'll just go out for the second clock-ins. So, thank you for being first, Ari. Thank you for clocking in Foe. Thank you for clocking in Mode. Thank you for clocking in Galaxia. Thank you for clocking in Salty. Thank you for clocking in Noisy. Thank you for clocking in Radicus. Thank you for clocking in Curb. Thank you for clocking in Dirt. Thank you for clocking in Lua. Thank you for clocking in A Fine Stench. Thank you for clocking Green Swamp Thing. Welcome in, everyone. And also everyone else from the last clock in who didn't see this, like, also us going back up. We're gonna be doing some Nophenia today. This is a game that was recommended to me by a lot of friends and also a lot of people in general who were like basically saying, since you play so many liminal space horror games, you should give it a shot. So I want to give it a shot. I think the dev who made this, I think they are also like, I think they're also a VTuber or like a streamer at least. I believe they're really cool. I've checked out their art. They're also really, really like very talented as an artist. So if it looks cool, check out the game itself and also follow the dev themselves too. But it's gonna be mostly kind of laid back today, at least for Nophenia. I don't know how long this game is. I'm not expecting it to be too long. So if we have some time afterwards, we're probably gonna do more MS Saga afterwards. Mobile Suit Saga. But this game I heard is very, very like cool, and you get to play as a wolf girl, and you have a dedicated awoo button. So I mean, honestly, there should be more liminal space games where you play as a wolf girl and you have a dedicated awoo button. It would make the game exponentially like larger and better and cooler, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Thank you for clocking in, Klaus. From what I've seen of this game, it has some really nice environments and atmosphere. It's basically, from what I've seen, it looks like it's just exploring like PS1 style worlds, I guess. PSX style worlds. And I'm always a sucker for PSX, and I'm always a sucker for like liminal space style stuff. I don't know if I can say that PSX is supposed to be like if it can be liminal, Can you call it liminal? Especially when you have like a third person like perspective or a fixed camera perspective over something like, first person or I guess any other environment. We played Resident Evil, right? We played Resident Evil, we played what else? Silent Hill. Can you really call those spaces liminal when they're kind of meant to be like empty and dreary and horror-esque? That's my question for the day, at least. Thank you for the 40 streams, Street Class. Awoo god? No, awoo. Every time you awoo, you all owe me $100. Specifically. Every single instance. Nightbot's keeping track. These nuts are liminal? Dude, I'd be kind of concerned if they were. Thank you for clocking in, Vilberg. Alright. Nophenia. I might make it a bit larger, hold on. Hopefully it doesn't, like, crash the game. Or, can I? Hold on. Thankfully it does not mess with the aspect ratio, at least for you guys, I think. Dude, it's so strange seeing like PSX environments, but having it like above 60 FPS. You can take it out of my paycheck. I will. I wonder if they're trying to go for like the Yuma and Nikki style, like the Yuma and Nikki style like a room, where you're kind of like a hiki or a neat. So you just go to sleep, and you wake up and you go to the other world. It's the streamer room. What do we got here? We have a bunch of instruments, and like I have the guitar. I've got the Guitar Hero guitar. I don't have an instrument in here like this, but I'm assuming that she was like, you know what? I want to try something new. I want to try something different. And then she got like the keyboard and she played with it for like a week, and then she just like gave up. Cause I've been there. Oh. There's the awoo button. I knew this game had an awoo button. Can we turn the audio up a little bit? What else? She has no game systems, but she's got a CRT. Are those flies? Oh my god, there's flies in here. So we got flies. Can we zoom in? Oh my god, there's roaches in here too. She also has a lot of oh, those are drawings on the ground. It's not the carpet. You guys see that chain smoking cat anime? I think I mentioned it yesterday. How like people like kind of dropped it because it's like too real. They're like, wow, it's a girl failure anime, and then like they see how like she's living and it's like legit like disgusting. They're like, oh wait, this isn't my glamorous girl failures that I've seen like in anime. These aren't like my like super cute hiki style, like they never leave the room but they're somehow like really really pretty and their hair's always nice all the time style girl failures. She's like an actual slob. She never cleans her room. She takes a shit like everywhere, like in like diarrhea style. Her like phone and her like wallpaper is like caked full of smoke. The poop like not being like censored in that, well, it was censored, but like it was still like brown. That's pretty fucking wild, dude. And it showed her like ass cheeks out too. That is wild for like a normal anime. Thank you for clocking in, Janky. Thank you for clocking in, Gina Doma. What else do we have here? There's blood behind here. We've got the half-eaten meal that she'll probably like eat later, like in 2 days if it's not rotting already. Thank you for the follow, High Score Gamer. Konada versus Slobcat. Konada is like the glamorized, I think, ideal version of like, what is that? Of like a girl failure, right? It's like, oh, you know, Taku, she's so cute. She's so like, you know, put together, even though she like, you know, is a nerd. And then we have like, Chainsmoker Cat. Just pick the mold off. That's not how it works. No, it's not how it works. You can't just peel the mold off. It's ingrained into the bread itself. The spores that you see on the top are only like, you know, the outer parts of the mold. It's inside the bread itself. You can't peel off the mold. Whoa. Train station. It's a bit laggy. I'm assuming it's rendering stuff. I kind of wish I explored the... what's it called? The room a little bit more. This does feel like PSX to a degree, but the textures are a little too detailed. Like, I would say if this is like on the PlayStation, they'd be trying to save space on resources by making the textures a lot less detailed so they can have more like space in other areas. Wait, does she like... Oh, she does. She closes her eyes. She does like the anime face. The closed eyes anime face. What can we do here? Searching. Is 3 a.m. She's got a flip phone that she did not charge. I don't think there's like really any plot for this. It's mostly just kind of like exploring. Does she just T-pose when she's jumping? Oh, she does. She does run pretty quickly, I'll give her that. That's a long ass train. You know, I've never actually been to like... I've never taken a train, I think. I have never ever taken a train before. I usually only ever like, well, I used to only drive to places, and I've taken like a plane before, but like very like rarely. How do we get back up? Can we get back up? America's train failure. I know some people take buses and there's like metros, but I never personally like taking metro myself. It'd be a lot better for, I think, for like public transportation probably, but I don't know, I've heard some like horror stories about trains, and I've heard also like it's just kind of like, you know, whatever. Well, let me see if I can adjust this a little bit more. I like her keychains that she's got going on too, the charms. Only on freight trains. I've been onto a train or a plane in person. Really? Not a plane? Really recently have I been taking more planes to go places. Is the train going? Oh my god! I didn't even notice. The train is going up. What the hell? Ooh, that's some like... That is some like, what's it called? Inception. That's like Inception style like stuff right there. Hey Cass. I love this game. I don't doubt that like a lot of people, including you, I know you like your like really cool indie games. Like it goes vertically. I mean, I had this like in my library because I've got it on release, but I haven't been able to like squeeze some time for it, so I'm glad I could right now. Alright. I wish I could board it. Can I board it? I cannot board the train. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit snowy residence. It takes a little bit to render stuff like in Zeta World, just one load. But mostly it's fine. Did you always have a scarf? I can't remember. Thank you for clocking in, Pants. I like the music. I like everything about this. It's very relaxing. It's kind of what I need after playing like all the crazy stuff I've been doing like all week. H to hell. Oh, I'm using controller, but I think it's X here. Wait, can I hell at the moon? Do you think she like has a different like pitch when she's howling at the moon? Oh, I guess not. She can ruminate. She has a literal button for ruminating, not just sitting. Yeah, I like her a lot. She's very, very cute. Thank you for clocking in, High Score Gamer. She is a wolf girl. She's a wolf girl that has access to the internet, and now she's like exploring like dream worlds, I guess, or something. I don't think there's a story in this. Let's see. A sign? There is no. Playing on the roads, I think. This feels kind of like, what do you call it? Brutalist. Like in Russia style. I wonder where the dev is from. I can actually go in here. Wait, come on, please let me go on the slide. Please. No, I can't go on the slide. Dang it. It feels like I played a game. What was it called? The one where you're selling like items like in, was it like Russia or something? And you're like a shopkeep or something? Why is there a fence in the slide entrance? Slide entrance. Oh, this isn't a fence. This is like meant for kids. That's something that you do so that, like, you know, you're not like running off the slide. Like you have to sit down. I have something like that at my local public park. They've got like a they got like those things that you're required to like slide down, like sit down and slide down, not just, you know, do whatever. Kids are unpredictable. A dev told you? Oh, was the dev like in your chat before? Yeah, I follow the dev, and she seems pretty cool. Very, very cool artist. I think she also used to stream. I don't know if she still does. I think she was also a VTuber as well. Get over here. No, it's an invisible wall, no! Hung out for quite a bit, super chill. That's the vibe I got, just from like their posts and like from what they've seen on Twitter. Main character in the game is the same color palette as you. She kind of almost does. If she had like a bit more pink, I could see it, but oh yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Oh, a T-snake. Go clocking in. No, it's a sewer level. Don't tell. Oh. Don't tell Civi. Oh, Polgan. Thank you for clocking in. Yeah, I had some internet issues before, so I'm glad it's working now-ish. We'll see. Dude, she does not give a fuck that she's like in sewage. I wonder how many worlds there are. It looks like there are a lot of like kind of small, concise areas. So I'm assuming that like there's probably gonna be like a pretty big amount since people got like, what is that? Since I've seen that people like managed to get quite a couple of hours just from like walking around. Sewer rat? No, sewer wolf. See? I wonder why whenever she's sitting down, the world just kind of like gets really, really dull. It's cool. It's a cool effect. Unless she's going to sleep. Oh, I see, I see. I can't tell if she's sleeping or like meditating. Maybe it's both. Or she's real sad. I mean, that could be the case too. Judging from like her room. Usually people who are kind of like in a like, I guess, not so happy state, they tend to kind of like forego like, you know, hygiene or like cleanliness in their like personal areas because they don't really see a point in doing so. I've been there myself. Going here? Why'd I hear whispering? Oh, Venice. I'm expecting that I might see some Yumeniki style like areas or like Yumetuki style inspired areas in this place. Makes me kind of want to revisit playing Yumeniki and Yumetuki. Umbrella? don't know if I can pick it up. Oh, the camera does like a whipping sound whenever you like use it. I don't think I can pick it up. Usually it'd be like something I can interact with, but I guess not. Thank you for clocking, Lucia. Thank you for clocking, Millie. The color of the MCU changes depending on the environment. I didn't notice that. Oh. Strange. It's probably the color grading, I think. Thank you for the 7-stream streak, Monique. What is this? This is a liminal space game where you play as a wolf girl. And she has a dedicated HAL button. There's a lot of umbrellas. Look, I'm a game trailer. I'm using cinematic panning to showcase like all the cool stuff in the environment. I'm a gamer like that's showcasing like all the cool stuff, but instead of like, you know, whipping around to see like the most important stuff, I use slow camera pans to really showcase how detailed this environment is. Oh, there it is, I think. So it just loops around, I think. I work for the Game Awards. I wish. Hey, you guys wanna like a gamer that can showcase your environments? I got you. I've got a controller. I can do that. I can manage that. Underwater. Hello? I am under the water. Please help. I like when we're under the water, but we're like walking through like more water. Like there's a puddle underneath the water. This also kind of reminds me of a little bit of Subnautica, I guess, which I gotta play. I gotta play the first game. I think I got the second game through sponsor, but I didn't want to continue it at the time because it was still a little bit in early access, and I wanted to like play the first game before I play the second game. But I'm pretty sure the game is like very, very large too. Is that a mine? And there's an anchor. I swear there's been like, I swear I saw this thing before, like in the ocean or like in some like deep water like pond or whatever, of like thick water, where like, I don't know if it's an illusion or not, but there's like some cases where like you can see like a puddle or like deeper water inside water, if that makes sense. I don't know how it works. Like I don't know if it's like an air pocket or something, but you'd see like you'd be under the ocean or under the water, and then like you see like an area where like it looks like there's water inside the water. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting from like walking through like the water area here. A brine pool, maybe? Is that how a brine pool works? Different salt concentrations cause some of the water to be heavier than that of the other water. That could be the case. Maybe. It looked deeper. Like, I can't really describe it. It was so strange. It's hard describing water inside water. Oh, Ellie. Thank you for clocking in. Are you hardly surviving or surviving hard your internet? Well, it hasn't gone down yet. Not yet, at least. We'll see what happens. We'll see how long it lasts. Can I go inside the trench? Oh. Oh! Oh, he could die! Oh my gosh. I thought that was gonna be like a level transition. No, that's you just straight up die. You kind of look like Mimi, an OC by an artist in game. Well, the dev who works on this also like does what was that? Also does like art as well. So I wouldn't doubt that like their OC is literally inside the game itself. Mimi by Typh? I don't think I know who that is. Or maybe I just don't recognize it. I've heard good things about Subnautica, but I've never played it. I know that some people really don't like Subnautica, not because it's a bad game, but because they don't like deep water. Oh, whoa. Yeah, they don't like deep water creatures or the idea of like deep ocean in general. They have a really, really big phobia of what's it called? They've got like thalassophobia. I don't have thalassophobia specifically. I more have like a fear of like dark. Like rather than being like stuck in the ocean, if I'm in the ocean, then I'm just kind of gonna be like, okay, I guess I'm drowning now. I just kind of accept that. I don't see like any point, any way that you'd kind of like be in the ocean unless like you were like, a deep sea diver or like you're inside a submarine. And then maybe you'll see like, I don't know, Cthulhu or something. But like, realistically, like you as a person, you'll probably have more like of a likely chance of dying by drowning before you see some weird deep sea creature, I think. But I mean, that's why it's like a, a phobia. It's irrational. Thank you for clocking in, Faraday. Is that me? Listen. Whoa. The game was like glitching for a second. I would just accept my fate and drown in the water. I would do that too. The infinite void of the ocean. Creatures yet to be discovered. Dude, we're like exploring space when we haven't even just like explored like half of our like deep water ocean. What if I sit in front of her? She's like evil because she has like a devil tail or something. I would simply not drown. It's the evil demon wolf. You can tell because she has no wolf tail. Not type of a setting for a survival game. I don't think this is a survival game. This is just kind of like a walking sim. The first person who must have discovered a colossal squid must have shat their pants. I don't. What was the way they like? I think there have always been rumors of like giant squids, which is where like the Kraken came from. But I don't think I don't think like anyone's ever seen like an actual giant squid near the surface. Got an achievement. Oh. Oh, she's gone. I think they must have seen squids, and then I guess like near the submarine they were like maybe they might have seen something, but they weren't really sure because like we have never really confirmed like giant squids until recently. Snow again. Back in like the brutalist world. I wonder if like revisiting these worlds from like different areas. That'd be kind of cool. That's an idea for like a liminal like walking space area, like Yumeniki or Yumetuki. Like you revisit the world, but from like a different perspective or a different area. Dude, I gotta play Yumetoki again. No, I don't know if I ever get tired of like, I guess, areas like this. I really like it for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm just so used to like urban slash rural like neighborhoods being like always the same in every single weather type. But whenever I see like a snowy, what do you call these types of apartments? Apartment compounds? I just know them by like their brutalist like architecture. I don't know what it's actually called. It seems pretty like easygoing. But I guess because like you're around like, you know, you have apartments and stuff, and I've seen like the inside of those areas from like, you know, games like depicting them. There isn't that much room, is there? Compared to like, you know, an actual house or something like that. Maybe it's because I don't really get to see snow that often. I'm sure like to get used to the idea of like seeing snow all the time becomes a lot more of a like a hassle. I'm guessing that looped. Oh, it does loop. Okay, I see. So whenever there's like a flash, it looks like the area just kind of repeats itself. I think people have told me before, like, you know, snow is nice at first, initially, I guess, if you've never seen it, and like sometimes you'll have like, you know, get to stay in, but like you have to get used to the idea that like, you know, when you have to go to work or school, you're gonna be kind of miserable. And then half the time, if you like own like a house or an apartment, you have to like shovel snow. Is that blood? Lots. I have to find a key or something? Or maybe I should go back to that one other area. There was another door here. Let's see. Unless if it just takes me back to the last world. So I guess I have to find a key or something. Maybe where the blood is? Maybe it's like ruminate around this area? There's bugs here too! Oh no, my car is trapped in snow, I guess I can't go to work. I wish that like excuse could apply. Like, boss, my entire house is caved in, I can't go to work. You have to be here in 20 minutes or you're fired. I wonder where this key is. Are those chains? Oh, those are chains. Wait, this key is chained up. Or the tree is chained up. What if I ruminate here? I've had that happen to me before where... Why does it always do that? I've had that happen to me before where it was like... oh, my car is like broken down. I can't go to work. And they're like, okay, well, that is no excuse. You can just like call an Uber or ask someone to drive you. We're just gonna mark you down as you are not showing up for work today. We'll talk about this in your performance review. Like, oh, your car blew a gasket, or like, you got into an accident. Tough shit. Sucks to suck. Still locked. You know, I've never seen these tires inside the playground before. I know this is like supposed to be a public works style area, like playground. I've never seen these half tires in these playgrounds. Like, I don't even know what you do with them. Are they just like... like every single other toy or thing in this playground has a purpose. You got the swings, you have like the pull-up bars. You've got the tree that's chained up because it's in pain. And you've got like the I don't know what you call this. But what is the purpose of like tires? Like what do you do with a tire as a kid? Do you just run into it like head first until you get a concussion? Bounce on it, Dio. You just run through the tires? They're like half a tire though. Like a toddler will not even be able to run through that because it's so like small, I feel like. Okay, man, it keeps on looping. I guess you can crawl under it, I guess. You can try to crawl under it or something. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You just run head first into it until you get concussion. And your mom was like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you run headfirst into a tire? What's wrong with you? Making the other children and mothers stare at us. I don't know how to progress for this one. Wait, I have to jump on it? What if I sit on the swing like this? She looks so sad when she's sitting down like this. I think she also has eye bags, I'm pretty sure. Did that do anything? It's like the swing in the Naruto flashback. I haven't seen Naruto for so long, dude. And I am not watching Boruto. Like, I can accept watching Naruto. I don't think I could watch through Boruto, dude. Even if it is even going on. Naruto is mid? I mean, I grew up with that, so like... I've got like nostalgia with it. I don't mind Naruto that much. A lot of old shonen, like... I guess I grew up with Naruto and Bleach, but I never watched One Piece. I don't think I could sit through One Piece if I tried. Apparently they're trying to like redo or remake One Piece, supposedly. Thank you for clocking in, Fab. Okay, let's just sit here for a little bit, I guess, and see what happens, if something happens. Thank you for clocking in, Piss. 1,000 episodes is a little bit to get through, you know? That is a little bit much to get through. Like, looking back on it now, even watching through like half of Naruto or like a good majority of Bleach, even without the fillers, is a lot to sit through. Even if you cut out like all of the filler stuff, just for like the character development and the story, like you definitely, I don't think they can do that anymore, can you? One Piece is like the only anime, the only like long-term anime I think that can still pull off like filler episodes. Nowadays, like the idea of a filler episode, like multiple filler arcs or filler like seasons for like an anime is insane. I don't hear anything about that anymore, especially like shonen. Gave Gaara the ugliest haircut of all time in Boruto. I think I just don't like... I don't like his design, Boruto's design. Also, Boruto's kind of a stupid name. Why can't I open this? Slot merch, yeah. I don't like seeing like... I don't like seeing like slot merch for like anime like out in like the mainstream merch shops, stuff like that. Like you could argue that sometimes like the merch is kind of funny, like gangster Naruto or like gangster One Piece, or like the parody of like popular brands but with like anime. Like that's kind of funny, right? And someone made that. Someone actually took time to make that. But then you see like slop, like very blatant slop if you're familiar with it, and it's like who's gonna buy this shit? And then you see someone like checking out with like 5 slop shirts and they don't think anything of it. More like Naruto, am I right? I don't think I could watch through like Naruto again unless I was really bored. I had gone through all of my backlog of games and my anime, and I had to like only watch the non-filler episodes. I'm almost finished with My Hero Academia. Season 7 still isn't dubbed. That's like 140 episodes. But most of those episodes are actually directly from the manga, right? It's not like One Piece or like Hunter x Hunter where like they were like filler arcs because the manga was taking a break, but the anime kept going on so it could stay relevant. Thank you for clocking, Ikarim. Thank you for clocking, V-Striken. I don't know where to go for this. I'm kind of lost. If you look at the title graphics for Boruto, it's a bolt. That's how you transliterate the word bolt to Japanese. Boruto. Oh, I see. Bolt. Boruto. Boruto. So it's not Boruto. Like, you don't enunciate the word like in Naruto. I guess it'd be Naruto, right? No, they say Naruto. But Bolt would be Boruto. Boruto. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I still think it's stupid. I think it's a dumb name, honestly. They could have gone for like any other name. What the fuck kind of name is Boruto, dude? Naruto makes sense because it's a Japanese word and it's like, oh, Naruto Uzumaki, like, it's understandable, it makes sense. But then, I don't think I've ever heard someone named Boruto in Japan. Hey, Golden. Thank you for clocking in. Alright. I am, like, lost, so... For any of you that have played this before, do you know how to, like, progress through this? Because I'm not sure if there's a key? Maybe there's, like, something back here? No? Trying to tighten the name of reference to a father. There could be like different way, like Naru. Naru, I almost think could have worked too. Just Naru. Naru is a real name. That's a name from like Love Hina, even if it is like kind of a like mixed gender style name. Renaming Boruto sucks ass. I don't doubt it. If you have the main character called Boruto, I cannot like imagine all the other names for this. Came out of a branding tie. Yeah, I guess if you like see Boruto, it's like, oh, okay, that's related to Naruto. If you just saw like Naru or whatever, the name was called like, the sequel series is called Naru, you'd be like, it's kind of a generic name, I guess. I guess, maybe, possibly. Should I have called him Boris? Just go for an English ass name. Aren't there like English names in Naruto? Yeah, I don't see the point of like even a sequel series for Naruto anyways. It's kind of strange. But like, you know, Naruto was so massive in Japan that they had to do it anyways. You saw like, you know, Bleach has a sequel, technically has a sequel, Naruto has a sequel, what else? Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece were like the big three. The top three, the old, back in the 2000s, those were like the hugest like anime in Japan. Shonen anime at least. So you know that like if they ever were gonna finish, there is no way they were gonna let that franchise die. They were absolutely tied to making like a sequel at some point. Oda wanted to originally name Sanji Naruto as well, but then Naruto the manga started and he had renamed him. I'm kind of glad he did. See, having someone called Naruto, like I know maybe it's because of branding, but Sanji just seems like a normal name, a very normal name. Oh, there it was. Cool. Sanji seems like a very Sanji name. If he was called Naruto, I don't know. Some franchises need to die. Well, as the fans, yes, you know, we know that, but the shareholders and the higher-ups will never let a franchise die. That is the whole point of a franchise. Like, why would you purposely kill like a cash cow when it's finished, when it's in the height of its popularity? Look at like look at Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was basically like finished, right? It's done. And then they made like a prequel series. They made House of the Dragon, which you could argue is still like pretty decent, but like that book isn't even out yet, dude. But even though that Funable is so mid, like it was so freaking popular that HBO was not gonna let that shit die. Pokemon, same thing. Ash finally, you know, became champion. Sorry, spoilers, by the way. Ash became champion, and they're like, okay, now what? Let's go make someone else, like, continue Pokemon. Yeah, all of the superhero stuff. Superheroes will never ever die. Comic book superheroes. Even if like you like discontinue them, at some point they're gonna be brought back for like some type of movie reboot, and they're gonna be like darker and edgier because of course they are. Like Peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is literally like a throwaway character, and they're like, all right, let's have John Cena play him and see what happens. And then John Cena, like, you know, was really popular as Peacekeeper, so that now he's got his own anime. I guess he does technically have his own anime, Suicide Squad. But, oh, like he has his own TV show and stuff. Oh. Whoa. Weird core. I think that's what they call it, weird core. I like John Cena too, but you cannot argue with the fact that like John Cena is the reason they brought Peacekeeper back for like a they brought Peacekeeper back as a character when he's literally just a throwaway character for like Marvel, you know? If there's a reason to bring you back for like a franchise and it's popular, they will revive that character from the dead. Why Konami killed Silent Hills? Who knows? Maybe madness. Konami killed Silent Hills because Kojima left. He was working, like, literally he was like the entire like point of the project. And then once Silent Hills, like, you know, once the entire like project lead left, there'd be no point like in everyone else collabing with everyone in that project, like committing to that. That's why Death Stranding became a thing. And Konami didn't even kill Silent Hill as a genre, or like as a. They didn't even kill Silent Hill as a franchise, because look at the franchise now. They brought back a remake for 2. They have Silent Hills, or Silent Hill F. They've got like another remake coming out, I think, for the original Silent Hill. That's gonna come out pretty soon, I think. They had Silent Hill Townfall, that's coming out soon. They had The Message, The Silent Message, or whatever it's called. Oh. Thank you for clocking in, Fire. Thank you for clocking in, Krusty. Dude, look, it's the Windows maze. No, it's the Windows maze. It's the Windows maze. This is literally the maze from the screensaver in Windows. Oh. Funky. Hey, Sleepy. I love this game. This game is awesome. What kind of game like has a... What game doesn't have like... Wolf Girl that has a dedicated awoo button? It's so powerful. Can we get a shout out for Sleepy, please, mods? Sleepy's also really cool. Plays lots of really like cool indie games. Wait, is that me? Will it turn upside down when you get to the goal? Maybe? Townfall is 2 months away. 2 months away, right? That is... Man, they're like rolling out Silent Hill games like very, very fast. Is it the exit? No. She's playing with like a giant globe. Giant globe of like Earth. I like the music for this play. Wait, what the heck? Wait. Why there's so many paintings up here now? Whoa. Okay, the maze didn't turn upside down, but definitely like someone vomited on this place, I guess. Whoa! Is that intentional? I swear to God, that's like happened so many times now. They only brought back games like Radius and Twinbee. Dude, no one cares about those franchises unless they make a dark and grittier remake of that. Thank you for clocking in, Sleepy. At some point, the original creators of the franchise leave or retire, and the company loses it when it comes to the original development process. Then they'll just try to remake it. Like, obviously the game itself does not... The heck? Is this like an LSD reference? At some point they'll probably just try to remake the game and ignore the original source code. And the remake of the game will be radically different from the original game anyways, like in terms of like actual gameplay, like a lot of modern remakes do it nowadays. It's made for like a modern audience, so it has to be tailored for like, you know, more action-y, more cinematic, more like guardrails so they can't like get lost or die as easily. I mean, I wouldn't say woke. I just mean like, you know, look at Silent Hill 2 Remake. That's a really good remake. But is it like original Silent Hill? No, definitely not. They made it more action-y. The fact that like you can do like dodging and like you can do actual combat in that game versus like, you know, just the blatant like you're just a guy hitting stuff in Silent Hill like original is very, very, very like, what's that? It's a very different game altogether. How do I get this? There we go. Pool rooms. Or Final Fantasy VII. Also, agreed. It is a very, like, those are really good games, don't get me wrong. These remakes are very solid. They're very decent. They've gotten good reviews and a lot of people like them, but it's definitely not the original game. I don't think they're really tailored for the original audience. Like, they're more centered around, like, people who like certain types of action games, because everything kind of, like, is meant to be more actiony nowadays. Whenever I say a remake, I just imagine that, like, that game, compared to the original game, will be a lot more action-focused. Whether it's a good idea or not, I mean, I don't know, but that is something common I've seen when it comes to, like, remakes now. Yeah, I did hear that, like, apparently, when it comes to, like, a lot of engine stuff, I really don't like UE5, and the fact that, id Software kind of let go, like, a lot of people pertaining to, like, the, their engine, the original engine, is really, really sad. Like, you see, I've seen a lot of people, like, on Twitter talking about, like, their time with, like, id Software, and, like, how they used to be, like, part of the original, like, coding team or development team for their, like, in-house engine. It just seems kind of scummy that, like, they let go of, like, everyone right before the release of, like, that Doom DLC. I love Doom. I haven't even played the 2016 version, but I love Doom, and I love what the team did. So hearing all that's really disappointing. And the only reason I can think they got rid of those engineers, like, for original, like, for the engine, is because they're probably gonna try to, like, migrate to, like, UE5 or whatever popular engine is at the time. Yeah, I love it, Tech, dude. I wish more games kind of, like, you know, used older engines like that, but I guess, like, it'd be, like, a licensing issue. And then when it comes to UE5, it's so, like, easily accessible for a lot of people, and it's so, like, commonplace in the industry. It's like, yeah, it's cool that you managed to have some work experience with, like, older engines, but our AAA game uses UE5, so... The moment id starts using UE5, the entire studio will die. I don't know if that'd be, like, I'd be happy or sad about that, because on one hand, I hate UE5, but on the other hand, I don't want id Soft to, like, die. OG Doom devs are long retired and on Legends status anyways. Yeah, you can see them on Twitter sometimes. They're arguing with each other a lot. And by with each other, I mean Sandy versus, like, everyone else. Sandy Peterson and everyone else. I still follow American McGee. He, I don't think he's making game dev stuff anymore. He's working on his, like, his plushie line. He did talk about wanting to maybe, like, revive Alice, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And then Romero is just kind of, like, you know, ratios Sandy Peterson all the time. He's still alive. He's making something. I will be there when he makes a new game. I will be there day one. You can bet your ass I will stream that. It reminds me of how NetEase shut down the studio that did Visions of Mana that launch day. Dude, that is, like, why would you... That is insane. It's like the only reason I can think that could ever happen is because they don't want to pay, like, the devs, like, if they do a good job. Like, that's the only reason, right? Like, they're doing layoffs, but they're like, hold on. What if we release the game, everyone buys the game, and then we let everyone afterwards, so we can save the layoffs so that the game is, like, you know, in a playable state, and then we can let them go afterwards, right? It's, like, so scummy. Hello, Sandy. Hope you have a great day. Hello, Sandy. Hope you're well. Actually, you're fucking wrong. That's actually not how it went. Hi Sandy, hope you're well. The development for Doom actually consisted of me and 4 others working on a map, and you mentioned that this map was actually worked on by you and 2 others. That's not the case. You said that the sales were affected by piracy. That's actually not the case. It's like, and then Sandy just like kind of accepts that, like, oh shit, I guess he's right. Gang of Dragon also relates to NetEase as a publisher. That game might be cancelled because NetEase refuses to lend a fund to the devs. Is Gang of Dragon even like getting released? Probably not. John Romero hopes you have a great day. NetEase wanted to make Marvel Rivals without Marvel characters. That just seems to be the case for like any big like style game. Like it's like, oh, this really took off. All right, we're gonna make a version of this game, but with like our own stuff. It is beyond dead. Oh, rip. I haven't played the Yakuza games, so I don't have like too much of an attachment for that. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to it, so it does like suck that it's even like dead in the water now. Oh, entomologist? Yeah, we're back up after like all the stream issues. How do I get out of here? There we go. NetEase canceled the 40k MMO game. Seems like NetEase cancels a lot of games is what I'm hearing. Hey Violet. Yakuza becoming sex pest and digital necromancy, and the Nagoshi game dies. Wait, what do you mean by... Oh, do you mean like the actors for Yakuza or something? The voice actors? I will never play Rivals, dude. That is not my type of game. I cannot play like PvP style games like that. I will just rage quit. I'd have to be like playing with friends, or I'd have to be like, you know, in a really good mood to like even attempt to play a game like that, and I would just like have my mood ruined as soon as I start playing something like that. I do want to start Yakuza soon. I want to play the original Yakuza games. I want to play Yakuza 1 and 2 on the PS2. I kind of just want to like start from the very beginning, but they're very long games, you know. Even just like original games, Yakuza Kiwami and like Kiwami 2, those games are so freaking long that like I'm pretty sure those have like 100 hours each if you do like all the side quests. Like that is like months. That is a month's dedication of a franchise right there. I don't know if I want to start with Yakuza 0. I kind of just want to start with the first game. I could do Yakuza, like if I know Yakuza 0 is a prequel, but like it's based off the knowledge that like you are understanding what happened in Yakuza 1. I'm kind of aware of that. And I don't mind older games. I know it's kind of janky and they don't have like all the polish of like the new Kiwami games or 0, but I think that's what makes them a lot easier to play, because like if you try playing like the original games or the remakes and then you go back to like the OGs, this can be a lot more rougher. Doing all the side quests in every game is crazy. Just do whatever is fun. Yeah, maybe not all the side quests, but just like, you know, just whatever's fun. Zero does a bit of world building for 1. Yeah, that's why like I'm saying like I should probably play like the original, like the first game before I play like the prequel. Have you tried Legend of Dragon? I don't think I have. I've played Legend of Dragoon. We've talked about Legend of Dragoon. Played Yakuza 0 to 6, Ishin and Judgment. Yakuza 1 just plays fine on the old PS2. Aren't there like, isn't Yakuza 1 and 2 on the PS2? And then 3. Ah, dude, you have to pay like, you have to buy like Kiwami to play like 3 on Steam now. That sucks. Not that I mind playing Kiwami, but like, the fact that it's tied to Kiwami on Steam just is kind of annoying. Yeah, Kiwami 3. It was like the conscious design choice that wasn't made by people, played by people going in with existing knowledge of one, like some prequels. So you can play it as a prequel series. But I'd still rather just start with the OG, because I think 0 has a lot of like gameplay mechanics and features that like kind of like adds quality of life. That's what I'm more like concerned about, like quality of life features. Like I kind of want like the crusty OG experience that when I play like the remakes, it's like, oh okay, they've changed this, they made this a lot easier. Or like harder, or they did this and that. Yeah, I hear that like there's still some Yakuza games that are just like not, they were never remade for PC because they didn't sell well. Or like there's some Japanese like ones on like I think the PSP. There's like 2 or 3 I think PSP games that were never translated to English. They never got ported to the US or American like English speaking areas. And they're not translated to this day. PS3, like, if it's locked into PS3, like, that's fine, I think. Because eventually that's gonna be playable, but if it's, like, non-translated, it's really up to the translators. They're at a whim, and I think the PSP games for Yakuza, they're probably not the highest priority. But, I mean, who knows, because, like, there have been some crazy projects for, like, games that have, like, people have never heard of, and that someone's gonna be like, hey, I translated this game. For, like, you know, just because I like this game a lot. So now you guys can play it. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I would probably start Yakuza, like, sometime this month, but I want to get through, like... What am I playing right now? What am I currently playing right now? I'm still going through a lot of Resident Evil. I started that last month. And since we're gonna play, like, the majority of the games, more than likely, it's probably gonna take all month. Ace Combat also, I remember starting that one. I do want to start, like, Doom. Maybe Doom, like, 2016, sometime this month. I don't know if I want to do Doom Eternal. I don't know if I'd like a Doom Eternal. Thank you for the 37 month. Dude, that's 3 years. Thank you for the 3 years. 3 years plus 1 month, Gravy. Barrel Baru? That's not my name. It's Barrel. Why is the dog walking? Why isn't the dog walking, dude? Look. Wait, did she have a color? Ah, so like she was wearing like a scarf specifically for that world. I guess she took it off for this world. Alright, let's go see how we can have this place. Is this a similar experience to you and Nikki? It is. It is just exploring dream worlds and taking in the aesthetics and the vibe. Still waiting on the next Dynasty Warriors playthrough. Didn't we just finish 7 like last week? I was gonna play 8, like, no lie, I was actually gonna start playing 8 like very soon. But for some reason, Koei did not want to make Dynasty Warriors 8 go on sale, so I don't want to spend like $30, $40 on Dynasty Warriors 8 full price. missed it. Sorry. The VOD are still up there. I'm gonna upload 5, like the last of the 5 VODs, and then I'm gonna upload the 7 VODs on YouTube soon. But the Twitch VODs are still there. I personally love Eternal, but 2016 is super pog. I just heard that it's very movement heavy in Eternal, and a lot of games, a lot of modern movement shooter games are based off of Doom Eternal because a lot of people liked it so much. But I don't like movement shooters, dude. Like, I'm not really a movement shooter style person. I like my corridor shooters and my cover-based shooters. I'm not good at 3-dimensional like shooting and environments. That's why I haven't played Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill or like any of the Ultra Kill derivatives. I think I'd probably enjoy 2016 though, because it still seems like it's kind of like classic Doom, just like more better graphics and like a bit of platforming here and there. What if I hug the edge? That's just a matter of taste. Obviously, like, you know, I'd probably just have like, you know, different tastes from other people because it's still a very popular game. I like Dark Ages because Eternal gave me anxiety with the mechanics overload. Never finished the Eternal DLC either. Dark Ages got a hate for a very good reason though. The Mega and Dragon levels were awful. I just feel like it's weird that like Dark Ages is obviously a very good game, but it feels more like a Quake game than anything rather than a Doom game. I'm waiting for the day they're gonna like revive Quake because they mentioned Quake. Like, Microsoft mentioned Quake as being, like, one of their, like, big, franchises they want to, like, you know, hold on to, but then it's like, okay, but what are you guys gonna do with Quake? Like, are you gonna do anything with that or something? Rock? Oh. Quake Extraction, don't say that. You know they're probably gonna do that. Thank you for clock game, Puffy. Quake Mobile Gacha. They did that shit with Division, so probably. Quake Survival Crafting. Quake like in every single genre except the original like genre it was based off of. Look, they did that shit with like Time Splitters, right? They were about to make a Time Splitters Battle Royale, and it was 90% done. And at the very last minute they axed it, so... You know, the higher-ups do not give a shit about, like, the original fans or the genre that it was in. They follow whatever, like, you know, genre is popular at the time. Whatever is, like, in. You know what's in right now? Extraction shooters. I make a Battle Royale game when Fortnite exists? Well, because they want to be the next Fortnite. Like, that's the whole reason. Marathon, and like, what else is there? Marathon, Red River Incursion, like all of these extraction shooters, they're all like, you know, they're all like their own versions of like Tarkov, which kind of took off. And people were like, what the hell is Tarkov? Hey, this is another Windows area. Fortnite Battle Royale, like Fortnite itself is based off of like what do you call it, H1Z1's like King of the Hill. Obviously we don't have that many like, you know, I guess Battle Royale style games anymore, but there's still, you know, a couple here and there. And then for like what was the other one? There's still a lot of hero shooters that are like happening right now. Like Marvel Rivals itself is kind of like, you know, it's huge right now, obviously, but it's still based off of Overwatch. And I'm pretty sure before Overwatch there was Team Fortress 2, so like, you know, everything's kind of a derivative of each other. I can't jump up. Yeah, it's the Windows pipe wallpaper. Yeah, it's a shareholder lottery. For every, like, successful franchise, everyone wants to be like, we can do that too! And then we get shit like, what was it? we get shit like Concord, right? We get Concord, and then we get like, what was that one of the run? That really, like, that one game that bombed like a couple of months ago when it was showed off at Game Awards. What did it start? What was it called? It started with like a V or something. Vanguard? No, not Marathon. No. High Guard. That's it. High Guard. We had High Guard. That shit bombed within like, was it like a month or two? The problem with TF2 is that I didn't have any sexy sins, so I lost to Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. I don't know if I'd say it's lost. I mean, it probably doesn't make as much money, but it still has its own like audience. I don't think TF2 will ever die. But it obviously doesn't make as much money as, like, you know, Marvel Rivals or Overwatch. Overwatch gets its money from, like, not even the skins itself. I'm pretty sure they make it from, like, their, what do you call it? Their esports scene. Marvel Rivals, I think they go all in on the Gooner skins. They're like, hey, look, you can have half-naked superheroes for both guys and girls. We're equally Gooner for both genders. People still play Overwatch? Well, it's not dead yet. I don't think Blizzard will accept the fact that it's kind of like not as popular as the other ones. They're still trying to like look for any way to kind of bring it back into the spotlight. Like when I saw that they kind of switched from Overwatch 2 to like the OG Overwatch, the name, it's like, yeah, they're really struggling right now. They're really trying to like bring back the old audience, which they lost a lot of favor for because they switched to like 2. And the people who wanted to play 2, like I'm one of the people that wanted to play 2 because I wanted to play the PvE mode. I didn't really care about Overwatch that much. I played it like at beta when it first launched. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But then it became very, very like esports style, so I was like, okay, this is not for me. Then they were like trying to like they announced for 2. It's like, hey, we're dropping 1, but we're gonna bring 2. But when 2, you can have PvE. It's like, okay, I like PvE. Actually, we're not doing PvE anymore. We're just renaming it 2. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Guess I'm not playing this game then. I don't know, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do with that series, dude. Name their own game and then scratch their head at confusion when it stopped performing. I think the people who are in esports are just kind of like there because like they're good at it, really. But I don't know if they really like Overwatch. It's like, yeah, I'm technically an esports player for Overwatch. I miss Overwatch beta, dude. That was so fun. I was playing that non-stop with like everyone that I knew in the beta. I think I used to be like in a Discord server. I still am, like, for Overwatch. When it first launched, and that was like almost like over 10 years ago, I think. Back when Discord also was like becoming a thing. Then they charge people to play the Overwatch beta. Not for like the OG one, I think. I think it was free, I'm pretty sure. I think? I don't remember. It's been so long since like I played OG Overwatch. Yeah, OG was free. I think Overwatch 2 you had to pay for, but then they made it free, and then they just turned it back to 1. So it's like, okay, I just paid for a game that turned free. Oh, Momo, thank you for clocking in. You had to pay for Overwatch 1, and then it turned it free. It must have been for the beta then. I don't remember paying for it. Or maybe it was. I can't remember. It was so long. It was so long ago. Battleborn launched the PvE campaign. Everyone slept on it. Battleborn released in a time when hero shooters were just like not... It was not a good time to be a hero shooter. Because everyone wanted to be like Overwatch. That was when Overwatch was literally like the king of the entire like industry, unironically. I don't mean of the genre. I mean, you'd go left and right. You would hear people talking about Overwatch nonstop because it was the esport, and like, if you knew about video games, you probably heard about Overwatch. That's how big it was back then. I would almost argue that it almost reached the degree of like Halo at the time, when like it was like that large. Thank you for clocking in, Lucy. Hello, fine stench. I don't know where the exit is for this. I keep on going places, but I don't see a door. Overwatch League definitely eclipsed Halo MLG circuit, but never got to the point of Counter-Strike League. Yeah, esports was like huge back then. I don't know if esports is still to the degree of like how it was then to how it is now. I remember when CS was like huge as well, and League. The problem, I think, with a lot of like games that are like esports is that you have to listen to like your esports like audience, I guess, because it really if you don't listen to them, they're gonna drop the game, and then if they drop the game, you lose your esports scene. But then if you like listen to the esports players, your casual players will really dislike it because like everything will just feel so balanced that like nothing is fun anymore. Like it becomes so like sterilized and so like bland. That's like, okay, why am I even doing this if it's not even meant for like a casual audience? Kind of like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like another example of like so sterile for like, you know, casual gamers that like it just doesn't feel like fun anymore. Three lane maps and all that type of stuff just sucks. Oh look, my old Windows screensaver. You've been here for a while. I don't know if I can get out. The opposite. Pro players keep... What is that? Hold on, I gotta see what that is. I know these emotes keep begging for enforced meta, and if the devs listen to them, doing anything but what the pros do is pointless. If the devs listen, don't they listen to them half the time anyways? Aren't the changes that happen in esports games usually because of the pro players? Is this a video game? It is a video game, but like we're kind of like lost here. I'm looking for an exit. A door or something. Yeah, I only care about campaigns, but even then, like the latest campaigns for Call of Duty are just kind of like they're not it. Interactive art piece? That's where you can argue for like a lot of walking sims. You could say they're all like interactive art pieces. I don't mind them. When they try to balance both, it ends up crashing of it because of them usually. If I just stay here, the break. I bought Modern Warfare 2 since it was for sale for 90% off and I feel ripped off. Did you play like the is there a zombies mode in that one? I can't remember. There was like a zombies mode for one of the Modern Warfares, I think. I'd only ever play that for the campaign, and even then, like, I can't even play that by itself because I have to play the first Modern Warfare. And that game, for some reason, is, like, more expensive than Modern Warfare 2, for some reason? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for clocking. So this Cold War had a good zombies mode. Yeah, I played Cold War for a little bit. Do screensavers even exist anymore? Probably not. Whenever my screen just like... Sorry. Whenever my screen, like, you know, isn't active, it just goes black. I mean, you could probably implement one of yourself, but I think most people's like screens just kind of like go black. We should bring back these types of screensavers. Op strike. It feels like that's the case for like any FPS. If you have like a type of gun that can one-shot a person in the head, the meta usually will be like focused around like, you know, trying to get good with these weapons, since it just insta-kills them and like ends the it really just like ends the encounter like very quickly versus having to be in like a drawn-out gunfight. Functionality is better because they detect to prevent screen burn. I still miss these ones. I miss the pipe one and I miss the windows. Oh. Maybe whites. Maybe I should follow whites? Surely one of these pipes has like an exit if I follow them. Oh wait. Is that it? That could be it. That could be it. There we go. Hey, this is also... Dude, this is the eye exam! Oh my god. These are the eye exams at the doctor's. And then there's the weird car stuff again. Let's see, what kind of screensavers were there? There was like the, there was the pipe one. There was the maze one, and then there's the one, I guess, actually no, the DVD player thing was in the DVD. An American thing? Yeah, I guess if you look up, maybe it's an American thing. If you look up like eye exam, like balloon, or eye exam like landscape, you can probably see it on Google Images of like this. They'd be asking you like, all right, which image looks clear? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? And it would be like this balloon in the distance. Can you go back? Let's go follow the balloon, I guess. I think there's like there's a horror movie coming out, I believe, for... Oh, no, not a movie, there's a game. There's a horror game coming out that's based off of like this eye exam. I saw that was turning on Twitter. I might check it out. Looks cool. Thank you for calling. Oh my god. Okay. I guess they don't want me to go that way. Dude, they just straight up kill you. Dude, she's doing the Naruto run. I just realized. I thought it was kind of dainty, like, she just runs like that because, like, you know, she's just like that, but no, I think she's just straight up just doing the Naruto run. Okay, I can't go this way. All of them as one world. Yeah, I mentioned it before, it's the eye exam pick, but apparently it's like only an American thing. I guess like for other like areas, for when they do the eye exam, they don't showcase like the balloon in the background. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go for this. It's a balloon or a barn. I don't think it's... Is it a barn? Was it that it? I can't go over there. Look at her run. Look at her tail back too. Wait, there's something over there. Is that an exit? Ah, that is the exit. Okay, it's not one or the other. It's over here. Your double vision will go away in about 30 minutes, and the guy's wearing 2 ties, 2 belts, and 2 clippers overlapping. Oh my god. That would freak me the fuck out too, if my doctor pranked me like that. Is this level run? Apartment overlook. Oh. Thank you for locking in, Toma. What is this dream core I'm not waking up to? It's not a dream core. We're just going through different worlds. It's like you and Nikki. Locked? Locked? Does she shake her head? Oh, she does shake her head when she does that. Thank you for clocking, Artica. Oh! Whoa! Okay, I guess that's not the way to go. There must be some other place. Apparently that straight up kills you. Is there another area I can enter through? Oh. Okay, I had to die first, I guess. Warehouse. Try to operate an escalator, you die too. Dude, you have seen too much like JoJo. You've seen too much Joseph like about to die from an escalator. I really like it when the music glitches like that. Like, it's very intentional, even though it doesn't sound like it is. The escalator from Final Destination. I think after I saw like the second one, I kind of stopped taking like the deaths and that too seriously. Like, yeah, it could technically happen, maybe, but like, maybe I just got too desensitized to like Final Destination for it to like really affect me, like the first two did. Oh. Dude, she just like gets decapitated. Kills the furry girl on purpose now. I'm not doing it on purpose. Sometimes this is the only way that you have to like get progress. I'm not even joking. The last area I had to die. Why did I do that? I'm trying to figure out how to progress, dude. That's a good dream. You want to wake up from a dream, you have to like die in a dream or something, or like fall from like a high place or something. Wait, that could be it? Thank you for clocking in, some guy chilling. Murky lots. What if I sit down? Is she gonna get submerged? At least her head is above the water. Can you imagine like how disgusting placid water down here would be? What are we playing today? We are playing a walking simulator. We're going through dream worlds, or dreamlike worlds. I said plastic. I did not say flaccid water. I said placid water. Yeah, a tree here at least. Oh. Rain? Oh, the rain only appears here. It's weird. Placid, where did you place Sid there? Because he deserved it, is all. Placid water in contrast to pregged water. What is pregged even? You're making up words now. Yeah, pregged water is exactly what it is. And when someone, you know when the woman has her water break? Exactly, it's that type of water. Alright, I think you're projecting now, Wilma. It's fine, guys, it's a dream. This water's probably perfectly clean. It's in a dream, after all. Wait, Nightbot kind of based? What the heck? When did we add that to Nightbot? Dude, he's calling it like it is. Where are you now? Oh, we're on top? I guess we're on top? I'm telling you, this game is like infinitely better because it just has a howling button. And her face like also like it shows it as a result. I wonder how many worlds are in this place. I'm definitely taking my time. I've also gotten lost a couple of times too. Nice. It's got the audio where you can hear the rain on the outside, but you're not actually like outside. I hear. Oh. Oh. Hills. Okay, this is definitely like based off one of those backrooms levels. Oh my god, it's the backyard. Backyard rooms. It's the backyard. Behind the rooms. Outside of the rooms even. It's like a combination of like that one and like the weird core stuff. We're probably gonna have a lot more weird core style games in the future when it comes to like liminal spaces and the like, I think. Played a couple of them here and there. Not. Oh. The realistic fields. As opposed to the unrealistic fields. Okay, that is definitely like a Yume Tuki slash Yume Nikki style like reference right there. Do you plan on playing Subliminal? Isn't that the game that did like really bad because like the puzzles were really just not good? I thought that was gonna be like a walking sim game, but apparently it was a lot more puzzle focused, and people said that the puzzle was just kind of like nonsensical. Didn't Noah play that? I saw Noah play that. I think I saw Grimmy play that. I heard a lot of people got stuck on the puzzles. I don't know if I want to deal with that. If they fix the game, maybe. Yeah, a lot of people were looking forward to it initially because the demo was like pretty decent, but from what I hear, apparently like they got the announcer for Superliminal in that game. And then like they tried to like kind of market it as being like related to Superliminal because they tried to like have the same like, I guess, commentary style as Superliminal. It's weird. It's like they're trying to market it as being like, you know, related to the original game. Oh. Cubic Meadows. Minecraft! Yo, we got Minecraft! Wait, it's legit Minecraft. Do you think we'll see Notch here? Or not Notch, what's his name? Oh, what's that one creepy Hero Brian? We're gonna see Hero Brian here. Jack Black. Can we see Jack Black here, please? Steve. I want to see Steve. If I go over here, maybe. Unless he can repeat. They're like trying to build like a dog house or something. You can tell they dug into this place because there's no place to like actually jump out of here. Try chopping wood? Dude, I got no axe. Look, I got a half-finished house. I'm like a Minecraft child. I'm like, oh, I want to do a Minecraft build like my favorite YouTuber, and then they get like halfway through and they're just like, this is boring. So they just stop. This is me in my unfinished chud house. What the heck? Oh. Whoa! Wait, there's more. Thank you for blocking, Pokey. Look! See, I told you guys I could chop wood. I told you. I'm surprised they're not going for like a Minecraft style, like, I guess, soundtrack for this area. Is that a... Dude, they have like an indicator for like if they get lost. They got a giant tower here. The cobblestone tower, so you can see how far you want to... Dude, this is like, you know the person who played Minecraft. It has a beacon, or if you just want to climb so you can see like how far like it goes. Wait, is that a ravine? You got a ravine? No, wait. Yes. No, wait. No, I can't go in the ravine. Wait, is this the... Wait a minute. This is the, what do you call it? The Farlands. Wait, this is the Farlands. What the heck? Dev knows ball? Wait, that's so obscure. That's like a... That's such an obscure, like Minecraft thing. It's kind of funny. They know more than balls. They know cubes. They know ball and cube. So yeah, it just falls back down there. I see. Sunflowers. I wish we had more walking sims like this, where instead of it being like in Unreal Engine 5 style stuff, it was just more like low poly, like small, concise worlds like this. Honestly, the only place this kind of is missing is like a shopping mall. But like, it'd be kind of hard pressed to even like see like a shopping mall in PSX era, because the amount of resources that would take to like render all of that. What are you calling for anyway? Sometimes someone just wants to howl, dude. What game are we playing? We're playing a game called Nophenia. It is a dream-like walking sim where you play as a wolf girl. You have a dedicated howling button. I mean, it's automatically peak. Look, I got the cinematic camera and everything, but I can't see in front of me, so I'm kind of running into stuff. Alright, I'm tired now. Need some water. Maybe I should go to that house. I think it loops. Unless I can't. Oh, I can't. Try walking through the fields. There's like an invisible wall through some of them. These areas are not as wide as you think. They're very concise areas. But that's kind of, I kind of like that. Like, I like how small they are. It's a good change of pace from like how open and large these walking sims can get sometimes. Like, I want to see a change of, like, worlds all the time. I don't want to sit through, like, one area and be lost for, like, 30 minutes. No matter how big it is, I don't like the feeling of being lost. I want to always feel like I'm exploring. So I think this is a good, like, way to do it, because if you're just kind of having small areas of worlds, like, bite-sized chunks like this, you always feel like you're going through, like, different areas, like in Yumetoki or Yumaniki. If you have it like large and open and like endless, and the player doesn't know how to progress, then it gets a little bit tedious when you're just kind of like wandering forever, in my opinion. Bear likes this game because the character kind of looks like him. I mean, we're not a wolf girl, but I appreciate the fact that she's got a giant fucking tail. And howls. Sometimes I also do that too. When are you really gonna buy a milk box and actually hydrate with said box? Look, I got a water bottle, okay? It gets filled with varying degrees of like different fluids and drinks sometimes. Now I'm hoping for like like this is the closest I think I've seen to like a very the closest I've ever seen to like Yumaniki or Yumetoki like in 3D form, and it feels like proper. I've seen some like renditions of 3D like Yumetoki and 3 or Nikki, but like they're just kind of like a one-to-one. I wanted to see someone else's like vision of like a game like that, but like with their own take, and this is like a good example of that. Why is there meat? One day I'll revisit like balloons. One day I'll revisit Yumetoki, I think, again. Oh, desert. Stop. Roadrunner? I thought so too, but these roads go straight up. I would love to see more games by the dev. I gotta check it to see if she's made more games. Cause I wanna see more of her library if they're kinda like this. It's very, very like relaxing. And I never feel like I'm like lost in these worlds, which is really, really nice. I'm probably gonna die when I walk down here. Oh my god. Dude, it's so brutal. Her head just like vanishes. It's like, no, we're not gonna put an invisible wall. She just gets like her head ripped off. Oh. Garage settlement. Hey, I've seen this in Tarkov! I've never actually seen this in real life of having like multiple garages next to each other. Like it must exist, right? Because this is the second time I've seen this like in a video game, so it must like have some real life like areas or places like this. But never have I seen something like where they're all like lined up like this, owned by different people. Comment on the EU? I guess that makes sense. What platform do you have Tarkov on? It's on Steam, but I haven't played it in a hot minute because the last update, which was like a couple of weeks ago, at least for me, I haven't played it since. It really killed my FPS. It's like in a very unplayable state right now. Is that a bed? Eastern European commie block garages. I see. That's probably why I barely ever see them, like, because they don't exist, like, in my country. Yeah, the pause menu is a flip phone. Although you can't really do anything inside there. It is cool, though. Wait, info. Nophenia. Everything. Lane. Emiwa. Wait, how do I... I can change the setting? I can change the setting! Oh my gosh, there's so many different languages. This game's accessible! Wait, the battle is... I see. Everything in this game was made by the dev. Wallpaper? Why is it dark? Is the sun setting? It became darker for a second. Industrial. Is it changing my... Oh, it's not, okay. Jellyfish. Jellyfish, lots of jellyfish. Stairs. Architecture, beach. These are all like, environment pictures. Fish, tree. I like that tree. It's kind of spooky. Red flowers, hibiscus. Transparent. I kind of no wait, no, I take that back. I kind of like the transparent background. Puddle. Scroll down. I can't. I literally cannot scroll down. That's it. That's literally like everything by the dev is like. Oh, I guess I can. I guess it doesn't work on the controller. I have to use my keyboard. Honorable mentions, Discord. Hi, Kith. Ginga, VT, Nicolith, Temeli, Emotional Sport, Vivi. Other Seru, Nia, Tosogi, Figgle. Oh, I know Figgle lots. I played some of the games. Fishlings. And thank you for exploring. I made Charlotte. Burnt fishy. Make this world a better place until we meet again. So maybe this game was made like in memory of someone. I'm sad. Well, the game itself is kind of a sad game. It's very somber. Like, yeah, you are a cute wolf girl, but like, you are kind of like, you know, you're kind of probably like a neat or a hiki. You're going through all these like very lonely dream worlds. Maybe that's why you're howling. Maybe you're howling because like you're looking for like someone that like you've lost. Will you ever stream Doom mods? I've streamed a couple of them before. I've streamed them on and off. Sure. When does she turn feral and destroy the nearest member with her massive sword? There's a lot of H games if you're looking for that type of thing. Ooh. Wait, can I be like somber and depressed like in front of the moon? Nice music. This music is so nice. Dude, that's a good pick right there. Hold on. I can make it there we go. That's a great pick right there. You would know, huh? I know my fair share of H games and Aerogay. I'm not uncultured. Is the game really long? I'm not sure. I'd assume this game is maybe like 2-3 hours long. Maybe a bit longer if you're like taking your time. Oh. Got chum. If I go... Oh. Okay, she cannot swim. I see. This place is cool, though. Oh. Red moon. Oh, we're actually on the moon that we saw before. It's Earth. This is absolutely, also like a Yume Nikki / Tuki area. Thank you for clocking in, old man. I think you were in Ed Hell, so you were asking if I was gonna play Doom mods before. I have played already a couple of them. Recognize this playground. I've done a couple of Doom mods already. Okay, there's the exit. If we're on the moon and we're howling, where are we howling then? since, you know, wolves and dogs like to howl toward the moon. Are we just howling toward Earth? Where's the exit? I was interrupted by a tech school and I started ranting about... Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that in chat. My chat included. We can't joke about that. I don't think you should probably say that even if you're trying to, like, you know, reject a certain ad, because that is something that is quite literally illegal. Even if you do, like, live in the EU, even if you're joking about that, is literally, like, illegal. And I will have to probably... No, I will have to ban you if you, like, also bring that up again. What if dogs are howling at the dark side of the moon, where there's an annoying dog kid with a whistle? A kid with a dog whistle. Maybe that's why. Whistles are pretty loud in general, so... Dog whistles are pretty loud, for dogs at least. Is this the red flower area? Oh, is this a cool angle? I like this angle. Hello, Mono. A Wizard of Oz? I don't know if it's a Wizard of Oz reference. I think it's just kind of like, a lot of places have something like this, where it's just like an endless field of flowers. I like the music here too. It can be somber in a field of flowers. Although I don't think my camera likes that. I think these are like actual physical objects, so the camera just zooms in on top of her. Thank you for clocking, Chismosa. You beat Kenna? Nice! It's always nice whenever you manage to beat a game that you've been kind of on for a while. The longest game I ever took in a area was like... The longest game I think I ever streamed was either Star Ocean 2. Yeah, it was either Star Ocean 2, because that was like a 50-60 hour playthrough, and then I also like 100%ed Dynasty Warriors 5, and that was like a 70-hour... That was a 70-hour experience. Can I get like zoom? Yeah, I like how it zooms in on your head. It's a shame the camera just kind of clips through the walls though, or the flowers. Oh. Guys, I can't believe I have to say this. I can't believe I have to say this during the game with the wolf girl walking through dream worlds, but please no politics in chat. There's a lot of stuff that I think a lot of people don't want to worry about when they're watching or playing a game. I think politics is one of those. I don't care much about that, so this will be your only warning. Dude, I want to spend more time in this place, even if there isn't much. sure. What's going on right now? Where are you heading? Anywhere? Everywhere? Nowhere? Whoa. Can you play the WAD Utakana? If you are in the Discord, you can drop the WAD in Discord in the game recommendation channel. I'll take a look at it. So the vagrant stayed to me at the bus stop. We're kind of just wandering. I would almost say that she's a vagrant, but she has like a... She has a house. She's kind of like... She has like a home. She kind of boarded up her room too before she decided to leave. Maybe this is why she never left her home. Because the world is so fucked up outside her house that it's like, you know, it's not worth it. This place is a little bit dark. You don't like her design? I like her design. I think it's pretty fine. Oh. It's a very simple design. I think the scariest thing would be like if you were howling, you were wooing here, and suddenly like you hear something howling back at you. The one area where I don't think I want to hear like on a callback. We might spend a little more time in this place. I don't see a door. Unless it's next to the heart. I have to talk to the heart? It looks like it loops around. Maybe follow the veins. Thank you for clocking, Emrys. Or does it just lead to the heart? Okay, so this leads to the heart, but if I follow this vein to the opposite side, then maybe it's gonna lead to the exit. I wonder if there's an Otherworld Silent Hill area in this. Maybe. I mean, they've had a lot of areas that were very much inspired by, like, I guess other areas, backrooms style places and liminal spaces. Normal tree. I got an achievement. Howl 201 times. Very completely normal tree. Just mixing a few polygons. Okay, so it loops around. wearing shorts? What do you think she was wearing? Panties? I'm not sure what that could be like seen as. Although I guess maybe you could see that like her legs are almost like, I can't tell if they're like normal legs or if they're meant to be more like animal legs. They could be animal legs. It looks like she's wearing spats. Oh yeah, oh no, I could see that. Yeah, she could. I almost thought she was wearing spats too, but you can see they kind of like jut out. Spats is just gym shorts, from what I understand. Is this the Journey sequel? I haven't played Journey yet, so I can't answer that. But you're just kind of a wolf girl walking through like... Oh. Alright, so who was asking if there was gonna be a Silent Hill world? Here's your answer. Whoa. Hey, Vona. Did you use the umbrella yet? There's an umbrella? I tried using the umbrella. No, I tried to, but I couldn't pick it up for some reason. I was pressing every single button. Yeah, like you mentioned, like, you know, you should try using the umbrella, or people should, like, were mentioning get the umbrella, but like I pressed A and it was like not working. Oh no, it won't work, dude. Maybe this is gonna be another one. It's on TV. Can we like rot in front of the TV? Can I like doom scroll in front of the TV? I go like on my living room. I put on Netflix as some like series I don't care about, so I can doom scroll with some audio in the background. Can I do that? I technically can, maybe? Hold on. Yo? Is she sleeping? She's ruminating. I've got no signal here. Gallery. Oh. Oh, you can have a gallery. Oh, you can have your own... I see. You can have your own wallpaper if you really wanted to. Thank you for clocking in, Dahlia. Thank you for clocking in, 3. Kitty. Kitty? Yeah, what the... This has a dedicated, like, cat app? Dazed? More games need to have dedicated cat button and a dedicated howling button. Forgets. I'm guessing forget is just like recite your progress. True and real. Mods, can we also get a shout out for Vona, please? Vona's the one that also recommended this game to me also. Vona also puts out some cool indie games. Demon of the HR, what is your wisdom? That. So many good games. I haven't been playing that many indie games as of recently. I know you've been playing more games that like were indie that I'm kind of wanting to try out myself. Yeah, she's a wolf girl. Wolf girl that like has her own like computer and everything. Back here. You know, it's funny, this game is actually doing very, very solidly right now. Like, I think it's around like 900 good reviews, and not many people review versus the people that buy, right? So there's probably like a huge more amount of people that have bought this game. The game is probably doing really, really solid. Can you do a game trailer hammer pan of the camera like this? Wow. I can with an analog stick. I can with a controller. I can't do that with a I can't do that with a mouse and keyboard. Well, maybe you can. No, you can't do that. You can do it with a mouse. You can't do like the slow walking though, I think. Good for the dev. They deserve it. Absolutely. The dev has like done most of the assets for this game. I believe she is also like the one. I think she also did the music, and she also does art. I want to say she streams, but like I don't know if she's streamed as of recently. But apparently she also used to be a VTuber. Oh. Red Ash. Dude, why does this remind me of SCP? Kinda looks like SCP. Wait a minute, these are all the drawings. Are these all the drawings, like the concept art or something? From the artist? Maybe this is what was on her floor. She also ended up having a scarf on her again. Oh, okay, so that loops. I guess the red ash doesn't hurt you. Oh no, am I in a coma? Is this all a dream? Was she in an accident? Well, this is all like this is all a dream for her, and like she's just like on like a deathbed or something like that. She's in like a state of life or death. It looks kind of yummy. I ran through it and it doesn't hurt me. I'm trying to see how you leave this area. Yeah, I got a lot of like SCP feeling from this. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Background. Background? Like, Windows background? Wait a minute. No, this is the window. Wait a minute. No, I get it. No, I see it. I see it. I see it. Like that right there. I think. There it is. I think this is the Windows background. Windows 7? This is the Windows 7 like cliff background, I think. Guessing this is cut off. Oh no? No, I can't go further. SCP-354 is a red leak in snowy location. So it really is just like, you know, every place that they like could think of that like is an interesting location, which I do appreciate. like how they just gave up naming this and it was just like, yeah, this is background. Straight up background. Ooh. Wait. Isn't this what they use for 3D modeling? This is like a program, a 3D program thingy. It's a gimbal. Yeah, I recognize that thing. This music is so cool. Is this screensaver? I don't think I've seen this screensaver. I recognize that. I was about to say, is it Blender? I haven't used Blender, but maybe it is Blender. Where's the donut? Can I see the donut? The first thing that you'll do when you use Blender is learn how to make a donut. Chess. Why are we like in the interloper rooms? Chess. Wait, that's a giant pawn. Balloon? Wait a minute, this isn't how chess works. Wait a minute. We're in spooky chess. Every time you like lose a piece, you get jump scared. This is the only like real 3D model in this place. Everything else is kind of like transparent. Thank you for the follow, T-Sams1 fan. Thank you for the follow, Mostly Harmless. Obelisk. Has anyone made a horror chess yet? There's a shotgun chess with a shotgun, I believe. And there's like an anime girl chess, I believe. There's like chess in 5 dimensions. I remember that one. That one was crazy. Can I find this music on Spotify? I'm not sure. That's a very good question. If you look up the dev, maybe on Spotify. Amiwa. Lane. You can try looking up these names on Spotify and see something pops up. Oh wait, there's another one. White Pawn? Park. Make a chess variation? I don't know chess myself. I would play more chess-like games, but I tried learning chess before when I was younger and I had no idea how to like actually strategize. I am not a strategy type of person. I am a thirsty person is what I am right now. Is that name of the dev? I should link the dev actually, hold on. I believe the dev is here. Should also follow them, they seem really cool. We're almost done, I think. I don't know the name of this girl if she has one, but she's been through a lot today. Try to make a survival chest where pawns gotta eat and drink to not die. I thought you were about to say like an extraction shooter. Extraction shooter like chess game. Oh. I think that's it. That felt very final. That was like a final like area. Is that really it? And we're back. Alright, well, that was nophenia, guys. That was cool. It really was just kind of like, as it said on the tin, it wasn't like any story. It was mostly just like kind of exploring dream worlds. You are a cute wolf girl and you explore dream worlds. It was all a dream, and she does it all again. Wait. Wait, why does that actually work? Wait a minute. Is that... Hold on. Oh. Wait. Wait. I know that wait a minute. I know this is This is Nikki, not Nikki. This is username 666. I know that video. Oh my god. That is an also old video. Dude, this dev is like knowledgeable. That's awesome. I'm surprised they actually have like references for like all these old school like video like stuff. Old YouTube look. That's like a very that was one of the first creepypastas I believe that like kind of popped up on YouTube was username 666. That is old knowledge right there. You know what? I might just bring it up actually. Hold on. I can't believe I'm seeing username 666 like in a video game. That's awesome. Oh my god, this video is like 18 years old. We'll end on something spooky for this game. Nikki clone? I wouldn't call it a clone. It's kind of like got its own feel for it. I liked it. I would give this game more merit than just being a clone of Nikki, I think. Alright, hold on. I don't know if I can capture it like this. Hopefully it captures the window. Yeah, people probably haven't seen this yet. Hold on. Can I pause this? Oh, loud. My bad, guys. Dude, this was back when, like, creepypastas are barely even a thing. This is 18 years ago. This was made in, like, 2006. 2006? 2009, I think. Hey, another. Thank you for clocking in. What is this? We just finished playing nophenia. We're currently watching a very old, very ancient YouTube horror, I guess, video. I think I watched this a long time ago too, when I was watching like weird stuff on YouTube. I kinda wanna bring that back. Maybe I'll do like a thing where like I take submissions on like the Discord for like people that want me to watch like horror stuff and like watch like, we'll do like a YouTube like watch along type of thing. I miss doing that. Thank you for clocking in, Milk. Seen 4chan threads about this? Not even just like on 4chan, I think it's more just like in general, like there's an urban legend like on 2chan about like, you know, cursed YouTube. There's like people on YouTube are talking about this, like they try doing it themselves. This is ancient, this is old. crispy pizza looking flesh. Honestly, I think it still holds up. The weird stuff of this holds up. Hey, Grundle. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Wait. Hold on. Let me see if I can... I think it was... There. This is the one that's on the, Oops. Where's the game? That's on the game itself. I don't know if it's being capped. There we go. Yeah, it's the same thing. Well, not the same, like, video, but it's like the same video thingy. Anyway, hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I'm Beryl. I'm a very, very exhausted demon intern. Play lots of retro and shooter and horror games. We just finished playing Nophenia today, and we were just watching this, like, YouTube horror thing that was apparently in the game itself, surprisingly. A bit hard to hear you, my bad. We were just kind of watching at like louder volume because it's spooky after all. It is a very spooky video. I think this video still holds up. Oh, first, hello Raiders, welcome in again. Thank you for the raid. Can we also get a shout out for her too? And Grundle. How was your stream? How was your games and demo stream, Grundle? And how was your stream also? First, did you guys have a good time? Did you guys have a great time? For everyone also coming in from the raid, I am also known as Beryl. I'm a very, very tired demon intern. I play lots of retro and shooter and horror games. We just finished playing Nophenia, and we're watching username 666 because apparently it's on the desktop. Oh, it was on the desktop. You played Undertale. Oh, you were playing Undertale, but you're on the games and demos thingy. I see. And you were also playing Pika Unit Dreams. I played that too. I played that a while ago. I was I think I never beat it though. I kind of want to like try it because I think there's a sequel for that. Just fun. I sleep. Good night. Thank you for the raid. I know that you guys are both it is very late for both of you probably, and I know I stream very, very late, so I will be continuing since I beat this game to a different game. But thank you both for the raid. I appreciate it. Let's go finish watching this, I guess. This is an old school horror, dude. I love like old school horror. Broken body fidgeting. I appreciate the Japanese translation caption stuff. I think it's this screen cap right here. Thank you for following me. As you see, I can't go back. Or pause. Uh-oh. Can't close the important piece and satanic history. Can't go to Drowning Woman's channel. Videos don't work. Only the glue of Satan. They're really liberal with their use of English in this. I really appreciate the candor, like, in the captions. Can't just the power off? Look! He can't turn the power off either. I've lost all hope for John and Woman's life in hell. You're gonna screw if the shutdown button doesn't work either. How am I gonna explain this to my boss? How? I'm sorry, I clicked on a weird site and the computer got corrupted. Unplug the PC. You know, that's a really good idea. And he actually had that idea like in the sequel. There's a sequel to that. I think it's just called username 6662 or something. Was it None? Oh, where was it? One of these was a sequel to like username 666. I think it was just None. No, another YouTube. That's what it was. It was another YouTube. I don't doubt that this was like inspired by Silent Hill. These older like YouTube horror stuff. Nowadays we all get like all we get is like analog horror stuff. Everyone wants to be like the new analog horror, like what is it? Channel 5, whatever. Yeah, the walkthrough, the house walkthrough is also really cool because it's all practical effects. It used to be scary. I think some horror is still scary nowadays, but like they're all kind of derivative of each other. I think here, like, you know, you have to be very, very creative with your type of like horror series. Poco Poco is also really funny too. You show chat Numa Numa Nyan Cat next? No. This will be the last video. This is relevant to the game itself because username 666 was in the game itself. Thank you for clocking in, Dingus. The captions were not here before last time, I think. They were added in post. How do I know this is I'm exiting this. How do I know this is an older video if they don't have unregistered hypercam? And he gets ads. Come on, this is bullshit. I still can't close this browser. Oh. Web capture 3.0. Yeah, the mic. I believe the person who made this does like a YouTube or Minecraft series with like his daughter, which is really, really funny. And it's just a normal like playthrough. It's like, oh yeah, here's all this really creepy like horror stuff, and then here's like a playthrough with my youngest like daughter, normal Minecraft. The captions are really throwing me off. It makes it a lot more goofy than if you're just watching it by itself, I think. Oh, I missed annotations, dude. Alt F4 will work! Has he tried unplugging the PC? I'm almost thinking that this is like not his captions, but someone else who did the captions. You know what? Die, computer! And see, it works. It actually works. Alright, I know like we all want to watch like more of like those videos, but I wanna like stop here for at least for what do you call it, nophenia. That was cool. That was a good like what do you call it? Throwback, I guess. The YouTube horror throwback. How was the game? The game was really fun. We beat the game actually. That's why we were like going through that. I just noticed that like if you see like in the background for her PC, she's got like the username 666, so I wanted to like rewatch it again. And we just beat it. It was a cool walking sim, dream like world walking sim, similar to Yumeniki but with its own identity. If you guys want to check out more like of the dev, I have them pinned in chat. They're also very talented artists as well. Give your VTuber a tub of popcorn when watching YouTube videos. I thought about doing that, but I don't think you guys want to listen to me like munching on like popcorn when I'm watching YouTube videos. Barrel, would you still love me if I was a pond slug? As long as you don't eat my brain. I don't want a brain eating amoeba in my head. Chocolate rain keyboard again. You know, there's a playlist of important videos on YouTube. I almost want to like do that sometime. I wanna like watch old videos for that sometime. Have you watched Art of Silent Hill Fukuro by any chance? It's a short video from the Silent Hill team. Just reminded me of it. I think I did when I was playing Silent Hill like 1 or 2, and someone brought it up like a long time ago. I played Silent Hill 1 and 2 like a year or 2 ago, and we just finished playing Silent Hill 4 The Room. Azure under HyperCam 2 unregistered. Look, things cost money nowadays, okay? In this economy, you can't be willy-nilly about like, you know, spending money here and there. A good slug is a salted slug. Dude, I don't even want to see a slug salted. I get like really grossed out when they start fizzing up anyways. Use fraps. Put fraps in, we'll put unregistered HyperCam 2 in. What else was there? There's like another like camera feature thing that you could do. Bandicam, that's it, use Bandicam. Alright guys, so we'll take a break here for now. I'll go set up the next game. It's gonna be a change of pace. We're gonna go from like, you know, spooky, not even spooky. This game wasn't even that spooky, honestly. It was very relaxing. We can go from relaxing wolf girl who howls to JRPG, Gundam Mobile Suit JRPG. So if you guys want to stick around, feel free to do so. If you are like not too keen into JRPGs or Gundam, I totally understand. Thank you for dropping by. I will be right back. I'm gonna get some more water and use the restroom. I will see you guys in a bit.